Yes, there was. I had some of those those moments happened quite frequently. Not necessarily because of the actual stunt, but because of you pile up months of exhaustion, and then there were days where I'm like, well, would wake up and be like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do today.
You didn't get out of bed.
Yeah, there's times I've never had this experience before where I thought my body was just gonna like cave in. It's a feeling of like an instability in your body. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I think there was so many times during shooting where I would feel proud at the end of the day that I like even, especially when it was a stunt day with all of this exhaustion. Some of the later episodes, there's quite a lot of physical work, and just had no idea how I do it. And then you just do, like you kind of just do, don't you? And then pay the price.
And pay the price for the rest of your life. Some of the characters, I think other characters are quite stuck. And I think that to step into a very, what's the word, stubborn paralysis, let's call it, for Joel, that is fueled ultimately by the desperate fear of losing Ellie, and the most important person to him, I think, actually, as much as he's trying to evade vulnerability, you have to step into complete vulnerability to I guess tell that story, right? And so that definitely felt like very scary territory for me. I, more than I'd ever experienced on a previous job, felt like how I felt at the time was very applicable to the playing of the scene. I was really I was sort of injured and exhausted and kind of in a low place. And thank God Joel was there to
See you through.
help me work that shit out. And also my incredible scene partner Bella and the family of The Last of Us, and everyone did grow incredibly from season 1 to season 2 in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love hearing that it was like art imitated life a little bit for you in a sense, where you able to work through that and have that therapeutic experience. And how about for you, Bella?
Yeah, that happens more often than you'd think.
Yeah.
That was also the case for me. Like, there was a lot of stuff personally that like reflected stuff in the show, and it was, it's crazy how that happens. And I mean, there was this like 5-year gap in the show between season 1 and season 2. It was like 3 years or so in real life.
It was a big gap for us though too. Like we ended June 22, and we started in the beginning of 24. It's like 2 years.
2 years. And in that time I didn't 2 years.
2 years, 2.5 years.
I don't know. Let's not do the maths.
All of a sudden.
You're stuck on it. But in that time I didn't work very much, which I like. So my main growth, I think, between season 1 and season 2 was learning how not to work, because I'd been on production since I was like 11, and then worked basically non-stop up until the end of season 1, and then there was this like lull, and I didn't do very much, so I had to learn how to be a young person and not be working, which was a challenge. And so, then coming back to the show, having just done this one series called Time, which was an incredible experience for me to come back. And I was really happy to be back at work, and I loved it.
I'm not intending for this to be such a kind of personal interview, but I'm realizing.
You're very open. It's really nice.
I don't know why. I gotta stop. Close
the doors.
I feel like Joel in season 2 is an extreme example of what can happen if you don't face the truth, and I think that in these teasers and in the trailer, Catherine O'Hara, who's so incredible in the first episode that you got to see, is saying just say it, just just say the thing, face it, face your fears, and I know as I get older, I am shocked into recognizing how hard that is to do, and how dangerous it is not to do it. So